Good day, sir. I'm Jerick C, Parrocha, and in this video, we're going to demonstrate on how do we lay out the given network diagram and how do I configure the network diagram by using static routing configuration. And here is our diagram. We have 3 routers here and 6 PCs. And first, we're gonna open Cisco Packet Tracer. And for our routers, we're gonna choose the 1841 router. And I'm gonna rename our routers so that we will be able to recognize them easily. And for our next step is for our end devices, PCs. In router 1, we have PC2 and PC5. PC2 and PC5. And router 2, we have PC1 and PC4. PC1, PC4. And router 3, we have PC3 and PC6. And name them PC6, PC3, PC5, PC3, or PC3, PC1, oh, PC1, PC2, PC4, and PC3. And next is name natin yung PCs natin with their number of hosts. And PC6, we have 900 hosts. PC6, we have 900 hosts. And PC1, we have 765 hosts. PC2, we have 350. In PC5, we have 125. In PC3, we have 50. And lastly, in PC4, we have 150 hosts. And arrange lang natin sila. And for our next step, Connect natin yung PCs to the routers. And for the connection, we use copper crossover. And for our next step is open natin yung ating router 1 and turn off natin. So in real life, we need to turn this off to prevent the short circuit. And we're gonna use the weak to T and just route it to the slot. And turn it on. And same as the other routers, weak to and on. And next, router 3 on. And next, the connections. And based on the network diagram, we have the DCE. So for serial 1, we're gonna connect real 0, real 0, next DCE for the router 1, And next is serial number 0 to serial number 1. And for the next step, we're going to do is for the IP configuration. And first, we're gonna go to PC1 and desktop IP configuration. So we're gonna using the IP address given in the addressing scheme. So we're gonna be using this for our IP address. And also the subnet mask and the default gateway. And for our IP address in PC1, we have 192.168.7.254. And our subnet mask, we have 255.255.252.0. In the default gateway, we have 192.168.4.1. And we're done. Let's move to PC number 2. Desktop IP configuration. In PC2, we have 192.168.9.254. And our subnet mask, we have 255.255.254.0. And our default gateway, we have 192.168.11.129. And we're done in PC2. And next, we're gonna proceed to PC3. In PC3, we have 192.168.11.190. In the subnet mask, we have 255.255.255.192. And default gateway, we have 192.168.11.129. And proceed to PC number 4, desktop IP configuration and IP address. We have 192.168.11.10.254. And our subnet mask, we have 255.255.255.0, and the default gateway, we have 192.168.10.11. And proceed tayo sa PC5. Start IP configuration. In PC5, we have 192.168.11.126. In subnet mask, we have 255.255.255.128. And the default gateway, we have 192.168.11.1. And proceed to PC number 6. PC number 6, desktop IP configuration 192.168.3.25254. And the subnet mask, we have 255.255.252.0. And the default gateway, we have 192.168.0.1. And now we're done in IP configuration. And next, we're gonna configure the routers. So we're gonna configure first the router 1, and we're gonna proceed to command line interface, and just enter no. Press enter, and first we're going to create a security and set a host name for the router and a banner for message to the device interfaces, and apply the static. So let's create the host name, enable, and we can enter configure terminal, and the host name of the host name, and name it router 1. And next, enable secret class. And now, next, no IP domain lookup. Domain lookup. And banner MOTD and message unauthorized access is strictly prohibited, and enter line console 0, and password Cisco And next, plug in. And line VTY04. And next, password Cisco, and log in. Next, we're gonna connect interface, the interfaces in the router. So we have here the interfaces, fast Ethernet 0, fast Ethernet 1, serial number 0, serial 1, and we're going to enter the command line interface. Interface, interface 0, 0, IP address. 192.168.8.1, and the subnet mask. And the subnet mask 255.255.254.2.0, 255.255.254.0, enter. And we're gonna see the connection is still down. And next, so the command line no, shut down, enter. And we can see here, fast Ethernet 0 change state to up. Okay, so as you can see here, the connection is okay. So next, inter interface, fast Ethernet, interface 0, 1, and for the IP address 192.168.11.1, and for the subnet mask 255.255.255.128, and enter. No shutdown, enter. And we see here fast Ethernet 01 change state to up. And next, the serial interfaces. Interface serial 0, 0, enter and the IP address and IP address 192.168.11.201 and the subnet mask is 255.255.255.252. 255.255.255.252 and enter no shutdown. Enter inter interface interface serial 00 and 1 and IP address is 192.168.11.194 and the subnet mask is 255.201 and the default gateway is 255 255.255.255.252. Ay, wait. Mali. IP address 192.168.11.201 and the subnet mask 255.255.255.252. Enter and clock rate 9600. Clock rate 9600 and no shutdown. So what the next video going to do is first is to the router 2 going to router 1 PC 1 And next, we're gonna enter the command IP route. IP route. Exit IP route 192.168.4.0. And the subnet mask 255.255.252.0. In the network topology, the exit route were the serial 1. For the serial number, we use IP address, so 192.168.11.193 and enter. And next is the PC4. So IP route 192.168.10.0 and the subnet mask is we have 255.255.0 and for the exit route is 192.168.11.193. Enter. And now we're done for the router 2. And now we're going to PC3. IP route 192.168.11.128 and the subnet mask is 255.255.205.192. And for the exit route, we have for the exit route for the number 3 is in this part. And for our exit route, we have 192.168.11.202 and enter and next. PC6. IP route 192.168.0.0 and 255.255.252.0. And for the exit route 192.168.11.202. And mali. IP address 192.168.0.0. And for our subnet mask 255.255.252.0. And for the exit route 192.168.11.202. And next, we have 0.0.0.0.192.168.11.193. And we're gonna put this here the command line out IP router and enter IP route 192.0.0.0.0.168.11.193. IP route 0.0.0.0.0.0.0.0 192.168.11.193. IP route 0.0.0.0 and 0.0.0.168.11.193. And next, IP route 0.0.0.0.0.192.168.11. and proceed to router 2 and same as the configuration in the router 1. Enable configure terminal, configure terminal, and enter hostname R2, hostname R2. Enter the password, enable secret plus, enable secret plus. And next, no IP domain. Domain look up. And next is banner MOTT. No IP domain look up. Banner MOTT and line console 0 and password Cisco. And next login and line VTY04 and password Cisco. And again login. And next we proceed to interface as Ethernet 01 enter and IP address IP address 192.168.4.1 and for the subnet mask 1255.255.252.0. Enter. No shutdown. And here we see the FastEthernet 1 change state to up. Yun. And next, let's press enter. Interface SE000 and enter IP address 192.168.11.193. Oh, kulang. IP address 192.168.11.193, and for the before 8 subnet mask 1255.255.255.252, and enter. IP address 192.168 dot 11.193, and for the subnet mask 255.255.255.252, and enter. And next is clock 89600, and no shutdown. Enter. And we see here the serial 0 change state to down. And next, interface 001, IP address 192.168.11.198. And for the 48 subnet mask 255.255.255.252. Enter, no shutdown. And next is exit. IP route IP route 192.168.11.128. Subnet mask 255.255.255.197. And for the exit route 192.168.11.197. Enter. IP route 192.168.0.0 for the subnet mask 255.255.252.0. For the exit route 192.168.11.197. Enter. IP route 0.0.0.0 and space 0.0.0.0 and 192.168.11.197. Oh, dot 11.194, and IP route 0.0.0.0.0.0.0 and 192.168.11.197. And this is our router 2, and we're going to proceed to router 3. And Type lang natin dito no and enter enable. Okay, configure terminal, enter, and host name R3. Enter enable secret plus and no IP domain. IP domain lookup. And next is the banner MOTP. And next is line console 0. And the password is Cisco and login. Then line VTY0 for enter password Cisco enter and login. And next interface 0 and IP address 192.168.0.1. And for the subnet mask 255.255.252.0 and enter no shutdown and enter and we see here the consider net 0 change state to up. And next is interface FE00 01 enter IP address IP address is 192.168.11.129 enter. Incomplete ko man. IP address ay the subnet mask 192.168.11.129 and the subnet mask is 255.255.255.192 enter and no shutdown. And next is interface C000 enter and IP address. IP address is 192.168.11.197.255.255.255.252 enter. And next is clock rate 9600 enter. Right? Clock rate 9600 and no shutdown. And next interface SC 001 enter IP address 192.168.11.202. And for the subnet mask, so 255.255.255.252. Enter no shutdown. And enter the next exit. For the IP route, 192.168.8.0. For the subnet mask, 255.255.255.8.254.0. And for the exit route, 192.168.11.201. Enter IP route 192.168.11.0 for the subnet mask 255.255.255.128. And for the exit route 192.168.11.201. And enter. Enter and next IP route 192.168.4.0 subnet mask 255.255.252.0 exit route for the exit route is 192.168.11.198. Enter and next IP route 192.168.10.0 subnet mask 255.255.255.0 exit route 192.168.11.198. Enter and IP route 0.0.0.0 and space 0.0.0.0 and 192.168.11.198. IP route IP route 0.0.0.0.0.192.168.168.11.198 and enter. And for the router 2, let's fix password Cisco. And for our router 2, we need to fix the Ethernet 0. And this is our static routing configuration.